and welcome to the newspaper review today on TAV TV. My name is Jennifer Adawamo, and with me on the review today is still no other person than Mr. Victor Soko. Mr. Victor, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank God.
It's been long.
Yes.
I came on the review with you. So how did you enjoy the World Cup? I told you I wasn't going to watch that particular game because I knew it was going to be a tough one. So how did you go? I know you must have talked about it.
We enjoyed our time over the weekend, and history was made and history was also broken. So it was just
I love the fact,
time.
I said earlier that I wasn't going to watch the match, but at a time I just had to watch the match because it was becoming interesting. And if I was among the league of people that had to bet or do something, I think I would have won.
Oh, really?
I would have won something.
So are you Team Messi or Team Ronaldo?
I'm Team Messi. All along, I was very strong and confident with Argentina. I was like, France is not going home with this any longer.
Wow.
So Argentina is going to give us what we want. Though some people were not happy, at the time people would scream and their mood will go down whenever France loses. So I think
if you check, I think reasons why many persons were supporting France was because of Nigerians.
Yes.
Because of I'm sorry, I might just be sounding racist, but because of that they have more Africans in their team.
Just like they were doing to Morocco.
Yes.
Before.
So more like France is an extension of Africa.
But I think Morocco gave Nigerians a shock.
Some people, not for me. For me, they just got to their peak and that was it.
That was it. Yeah. That's sports for you. Anyway, that one is over. So what's happening now? Is there anyone on ground that I don't know about?
The Premier League starts by Sunday, and by Monday rather, and it will be so exciting. So far, the EFL, that's the Carabao Cup, is ongoing, and the football is beginning to come. I mean, domestic football is beginning.
Okay, I think that's a friendly for now.
Yeah, well, for some persons.
And so the Christmas is on the air.
Yes.
What's it going to look like? Any vacation or
drink water and mind my business.
Drink water and mind your business. Okay, all right. I think I should also try and drink water and mind my business. And over to the business of the day here today, the 21st day of December 2022. We just have let me say 3 days or 4 more days to go, and it's Christmas. Anyway, my advice to people is eat with pity. Don't just consume everything because everything is, and save up for January. Some people say January is going to have they've calculated it 1.1.1 3.1.1 So I don't know, but anyway, we'll still get there and we'll pass there. All right, viewers, if you have not been on the show, if you've not been joining us, we'll still remain TAV TV, and we're reaching you from Port Harcourt. You can join us on our social media handles. We remain TAV TV on Facebook and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, that's very important, and drop your comments. All right, let's get to the business of the day here on the Daily Sun newspaper. The very big one here, the major headline here says 2023 Tinubu, Atiku, Obi Rave up campaigns, visit Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Katsina, make mouth-watering promises. And the next one here says Labour Party PCC DG Okupe steps down. Wow. This is a very interesting one, and this you can find on the page 28 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Next here says, federal government to discontinue cash withdrawals from public accounts. Federal government to discontinue cash withdrawals from public accounts, and that is on the page 27 of the Daily Sun newspaper. I would love to take the next one here, which says, INEC to deploy 1 million vehicles, 4,200 boats for 2023 poll, signs memorandum of understanding with transport unions. And you can see this on the page 27 of the Daily Sun. The last but not the least here says, Christmas, local airlines warns of flight delays, cancellations over aviation fuel scarcity. And you can read that up on the page 25 of the Daily Sun. All right, over to you, Mr. Victor. So
Okay, interesting times. I think I would like to start with the political roundup.
Yeah.
What all our big guns are doing. Yeah. Yes. So I'll start with the APC being represented by Tinubu. Tinubu was at Cross River just yesterday.
Calabar.
Okay. Calabar, yes. Yesterday. And he went on to, just as usual, make his promises. So the people will tell you that, these guys are up with campaign with their promises.
Promises.
So before I go further, we should also note that these promises, we should, as media houses and individuals, take note of these promises. Because these politicians, so that we can hold them accountable at the end of the day.
So that we can remind them when the time comes.
Yes. So one particular one that has been on my mind is, with respect to this current administration, is when they promise that they will be giving Nigeria 40,000 megawatts of power. 40,000 megawatts.
So how can they go about that? Is that possible?
Jennifer, right now we are shuffling around 4,000 megawatts.
Yes.
Unlike before that, Nigeria was doing 5,000-6,000. Right now we are shuffling around 4,000 megawatts. So, but unfortunately, when you meet them, and see, billions of dollars have been spent in the electricity sector, in the power sector. But unfortunately, they are not even trying to, talk about these facts. Okay, they are shying away from that. Well, that's by the corner. So Tinubu was in Cross River, like I stated, 2 days ago, and just yesterday, Peter Obi was at Akwa Ibom, and today he's at Cross River.
Okay, today he's at Cross River.
Yes.
Okay, that's swapping it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And very soon he will be in Port Harcourt.
Yes, by tomorrow.
Okay.
By this time tomorrow, he should
Port Harcourt will be heated up for
and yes, it's happening at, I'm not doing free publicity, but yes, it's happening at, just for our viewers, it's happening at Liberation Stadium.
At the Liberation Stadium Elekahia here in Port Harcourt.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, TAF TV will be there live
to cover it.
Tune to TAF TV. We are expecting to give you live feed
from just like we always
the stadium.
Do. Yes.
So just tune in to your YouTube and your Facebook and make sure that you are there to watch this live stream from the stadium.
And Mr. Victor, there's one other thing I want to talk about. The promises so far coming from the candidates. You know, before, the promises are always, like I said the other time, the promises are always, I will give you water, I will give you good roads, and I will do this and that. And you know, coming to talk about Nigeria, for now, we should have passed the level of giving good roads. Well, we don't have roads anyway, but you see, I will give you light and water. People are already trying to give themselves light and water.
Yes.
So my happiness is that the promises are now more than that are aiming higher. In as much as they're aiming higher, like yesterday that Peter Obi was in Uyo, he happened to speak with some of the students there. He said, it's no longer my time. I'm not telling you not to sell your vote. This is the reason why you should vote. Because Obi, I have done mine. So you should also do yours. You know, it is vice versa. So I don't see the reason why people go about selling their PVCs. Then how do you vote? How will these promises come to manifestation? That's mine. I'm very sure that when the whole thing is over, when we've gotten a president come 2023, that they're going to actually look into the promises.
Yes.
And that's what you said. That's where we will hold them
accountable.
Yes. I'm just loving the promises. Poverty alleviation, education, and all that. I'm loving the promises.
But one more thing, when you go to what the utterances that Tinubu also made. Wow, I hope we will have time for all this. But let me see what I can do about it. Now, he made a proclamation that he will end poverty in Nigeria.
Yes.
Very, very funny.
Okay, so
you ask, how are you going to do this? Mind you, are also working with the same team of APC. See, I'm not here to market anybody, but I just want him to explain further with respect to that. Okay,
I think he must have his strategies.
But you ask, 133 million naira. I say naira. 133 million Nigerians are under the poverty umbrella. What magic are you going to do in the next 8 years? Even I bet you there is no presidential candidate that can do that. Jenny, I bet you that's why we're talking about promises, making empty promises.
That can totally.
You cannot pull out 133 million Nigerians out of poverty
that's
in the next 4 years or even in the next 8 years. I don't see the magic you want to do. I don't see the magic. Okay. That aside, he also talked about. He tweeted actually. Yes. He tweeted about getting trained as an architect by a trader. That a woman taught him how to trade.
Yes.
And that helped him in becoming an accountant. There are some persons out there has gone out to say, oh, finally, this certificate issue that we are talking about, finally, you really scammed us on your certificate. But that's aside.
Anyway.
Lastly, for the PDP,
yes.
They went to Katsina to campaign. And whenever these politicians go to Katsina, there's usually one particular spot that they tend to go to. Okay. And that is the mother of the late president, Yar'Adua.
Yes.
They always go there to meet her.
That paying homage, right?
Yeah. It has been a symbol in Katsina whenever they go there. But now we also have to identify that Katsina, they are going through so much problem.
Yes, they are.
They are going through so much problem, especially when it comes to banditry. Okay, yes. So I pray that they will prove a solution. Right now, the two major things that I think that we are going through in this country:
insecurity,
yes. And economic woes that we are facing currently. Yes. Well, let's see how it goes.
Anyway, that's the right thing to say. Let's see how it goes. Come 2023, just about in 2 weeks' time, we'll be saying bye-bye to 2022. I will no longer be saying the elections are here. The elections is here now. So that is the more reason why you should hold on to your PVC. Don't give anybody your PVC. All right, we'll move over to the next paper. The next paper for today is the Nigerian Tribune. And on the Nigerian Tribune, we'll have one big one here. It says, Reps probe sale of crude oil from 2014. Reps probe sale of crude oil from 2014. And the next one here says, federal government to stop cash withdrawal from public accounts. Civil servants to open domiciliary accounts for estate. Federal government to stop cash withdrawal from public accounts. Civil servants to open domiciliary accounts for estate. And that is on the page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune. And the next one here says, under local government workers shut assembly over local government autonomy. You can read this up on the page 13 of the Nigerian Tribune. And then the next one we have here says, Okupe resigns as Obi's campaign DG. And that is a very interesting one, and you can read that up on the page 12 of the Nigerian Tribune. Lastly here, don't destroy CBN with your selfish interests. Atiku Okowa warns politicians. Don't destroy CBN with your selfish interests. Atiku Okowa warns politicians. And that is on the page 12 of the Nigerian Tribune. And there's one that we'll have here is a quite interesting one. No plan to scrap NYSC, and that's coming from the federal government. There is no plan to scrap NYSC. All right, over to you, Mr. Victor.
Okay, let's talk about the cash withdrawal.
Yeah.
Okay, so from as soon as the regime of the cash policy regime comes into play, we will have the public sectors being stopped from operating on cash. Okay. Now, you remember from what you read, estate codes and other funds that usually they spend by raw cash. Okay. That will be stopped. Reason, because we are entering into a new regime of cash policies. Now, the good part of this is that if you had noticed, even the Okupe's case, you find out that cash was moved. Okay, so now it is a crime. In fact, the crime has started when you start moving cash without anybody knowing. That is already money laundering.
But Mr. Victor, do you think it's very possible? It says civil servants to open domiciliary accounts. Is this very possible?
Very possible.
How can it be monitored? How can it? It's not just saying it.
No, mind you, there is already a limit.
Okay.
Okay. For them to go to the bank to cash even public account check.
Okay.
You cannot pull out cash.
Remember, we're still battling.
Electronic.
They are still battling with the limit.
No, what do you think they are battling? How do you mean that they are battling with you?
Don't you think they've been inviting the central bank governor? They've been inviting him over Emefiele, and he has not responded.
See, we have to place National Assembly members. Okay, so all this, they are inviting the CBN governor to come and explain. For me, it's about ego and it's about them showing off, just so that people will feel that they are working. My dear, that policy has gone. It has moved on.
It has come to stay.
It is there. They cannot do anything about it. Which Nigerian will listen to what they are doing there? I'm sorry. Yeah, we might have people that we know up there, but see, the National Assembly, especially this Night Assembly, they are done and dusted. They are nothing big. Okay, so why am I saying this? See, you see the money that have been printed right now. They are talking about stopping with. See, they don't have any power. They don't have the power. That one is done and dusted. They might feel threatened because of the campaigns that are ongoing and that they need cash.
Yes.
It's not just yesterday that we saw Ahmed Bola Tinubu giving somebody 100,000 naira.
That particular scenario was. I really felt. It
has started already.
I felt bad about.
It has started already. Why would you want to be the next president of this country already? And you have started.
Sharing.
You have started giving raw cash.
Raw cash.
So, you know now.
It's not like you're giving contracts. It's just giving raw
from
cash
a bag.
From a bag.
People are still carrying cash, Abi.
Yes.
The bullion van that was carried before never do. Now you are carrying in a policy in a time like this that we are trying to minimize anything cash. We are playing strict on the cash policies, and you are breaking the law. You that is supposed to come in and regulate these laws, but you're already breaking.
You're already breaking the law.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that the cash limit has come to stay. No matter what the senators say, I think Emefiele is really standing on that one. But mine is that it might not actually affect the people at the top. This thing might, at the end of the day, still affect
it will still affect them. You know why? Because they will not have any other choice than to do their shady things electronically. And by so doing, they will be caught.
Traced.
Yes.
Wow.
They will be caught.
That's
so when the pressure is too much pressure, how do I move this phone? How do I send this one? You might just like, oh no, I can't take it anymore. Boom! You gotta do that transfer and they will catch you.
Wow, wow. That's that on that particular headline. That's that. All right, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll move over to the next paper.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
You're welcome back. We'll move over to the next paper, and the next paper here is the Daily Trust. And on the Daily Trust today, we have Igbo avoid Christmas trip to Southeast. Igbo avoid Christmas trips to Southeast. Lull at motor parks, airports as many remain in North Abuja, Lagos. Economic slowdown worsens apathy. We would dare the odds. Stay where you are, relatives tells kinsmen. Stay where you are, relatives tell kinsmen. And the next one that we have here says, we need 100,000 vehicles, 4,200 boats for 2023 polls. And that is coming from the INEC chairman. And I'll move over to the next one. Here it says, Zamfara airstrikes. Bandits seize residents as human shields. Bandits seize residents as human shield. Just man jailed 2 years for destroying PDP's billboard. And the last but not the least, the Daily Trust newspaper here says, after conviction, Okupe steps down as Obi's campaign DG. After conviction, Okupe steps down as Obi's campaign's DG, and you can read this up on the page 13 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Over to you, Mr. Victor. I found a particular interesting headline, and I wanted to talk about that, and that's the Labour Party DG.
Okay.
Doyin
Okupe.
Yeah.
Okay. He has resigned.
Yes.
So, a bit of background. What happened? He was found guilty for money laundering.
Yes.
Okay, and he paid a fine. He was allowed to pay a
13
fine
million
of 13 million against
2 years
jail time. Okay, and this money was in the tune of over 200 million naira.
About 240 million naira.
Yes, so that's the background. So when he was set free about 2 days ago, around 4 p.m. 2 days ago, when he threw in the receipt of the fine, and he was released. So we were waiting. Just even yesterday during our newspaper review, I was like, see, I will be shocked if he does not resign. Which it's the Nigerian norm. It's a norm here.
Yeah, I was actually shocked. Why did he choose to resign? Why?
Yeah, why did he choose to resign? Is the right thing.
Okay.
He cannot be leading such party. Okay, as a convicted man. You just got conviction. And you don't want to take some time out to go and sort yourself out. If you are appealing it, we know that you're appealing it. But right now, I think that's the right thing to do. Okay, in Senna climbs, that is how it goes. Okay, well, he has set the pace for other persons in political offices.
Yes. I want to come in here. This guy, the columnist Samamade. He actually went to his Twitter page. He's dropped something. There's the PDP are feeling so happy about this, and Samamade was like, I don't know why people are feeling happy, because this person
committed this crime while he was serving you people as PDP.
So you should be ashamed right now. So I don't know why you're even happy.
Now, mind you, this same fund was from Dasuki.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
But the same Dasuki has not been convicted, though. Dasuki has not been convicted.
You're pushing me to somewhere.
No.
This morning, I don't know if you went through Kenneth Okonkwo's interview on the Arise TV, and Kenneth had to lament. He said, I know Okupe did this, and the law has actually brought him to book. So in so year, so Jagaban was using bullion van to carry money, and he also quoted Tinubu right. He said Tinubu was like, do you think it's breakfast that you serve on the, go for it, get it? And he said, what are they catching? So why is it that they've not gone after the people using bullion van?
What is his name?
Kenneth Okonkwo,
Andy.
That used to be Andy.
Yes.
But right now he's so interested.
That was a hit. I'm sorry, guys. That was a hit that they gave him, and I just when I heard it, I was laughing. They responded to him. See, who is Andy? That one that has been kissing women on national television. Who gave him the right to come out and be talking about politics? Why? I said, these politicians.
That is
these politicians. They say he's been kissing around on national television.
That's the entertaining part of it anyway.
Yes, I bet let them just be giving us this entertainment than killing persons out there. Just like what happened with the Labour Party in Imo State, that the man was killed.
The man was killed.
A candidate. So,
yes.
and Anambra, I think too, something like that. Even in Kaduna.
In Kaduna,
yes,
the woman that got killed.
So please, we don't watch such news. Please, let them be throwing banters, but nobody should die.
But nobody should die. It's not a do or die affair. It's politics. The elections are here. People are expected to say their mind, speak their mind. Is democracy, just like you always say. democracy. All right, Mr. Victor, I don't know if there's any other thing. Don't you want to talk about the Christmas and the traveling, the Igbos to the southeast?
You like Christmas?
Yes, there's nothing about Christmas. I love Christmas, especially when you grew up in a family where it's always observed. They make it a big deal. So when you grow up, I just love Christmas. I love Christmas.
Interesting. So yeah, like you mentioned on one of the paper there, you talked about the Igbos not being told not to travel by their kinsmen. Yeah, we already know that, especially in Imo State and Anambra, it's really not safe out there. Okay. When you talk about Abia State, Ebonyi, you find out Enugu, you find out that these what do you call it? Sit at home and the unknown government thing, they are causing so much havoc out there. So it's creating some kind of tension over there. And yes, I know that some persons might just not want to travel because of, and mind you,
but they need to go and vote.
The election is just by the corner.
They need to go and vote.
Yes, maybe towards February, it might now come.
Anyway, we just hope that the whole place become peaceful as it used to be. And for those of you that are traveling, my advice to you is that you try to put security measures. Try to always monitor your environment. When you go to places, please advise you not to keep late. Try to move during the day and don't move alone. This actually is coming from TAF TV. Don't move alone.
And tell them, please, they should not dirty our new money by spraying it.
You like this new money?
In mud.
Yes. Please. Okay, so there's
no spraying.
Tell them. There's no spraying, please.
If I see anybody spraying,
yes. One of the rules about the new money is that it's not for Dorime. If you want to gift somebody this season, you can put it in a clean envelope.
Or go and buy dollars and spray.
Go and buy dollars and spray? You can't spray dollars.
Oh, why? Why can't you spray dollars? Why would you spray our naira? Spray dollars now if you think you're Odogu.
If you think you're Odogu, you should spray dollars. All right. Anyway, please do things the right way. And it's still newspaper review on TAF TV. Thank you for staying with us. We'll come your way next time. I still remain Jennifer Adawa Mo. And thank you very much, Mr. Victor, for staying with me.
No.
You're welcome.